world.
Yeah, because it's the world. Because
Yes,
it's national.
that's right. It's national. It's global, man.
It's universal,
It's
man.
universal, dude.
The aliens are tuning in right now.
Oh man, can you imagine that? Like, what would they be thinking of us? Just how would they first? How would they happen upon us?
Well,
So, like our
don't
podcast.
radio waves just keep going?
For a while. I mean, I do think they dissipate. Like, I mean, that's why you can't get certain radio
They do
stations.
get fuzzy. Well, they've got a amplifier.
Okay, they got an amplifier. So why are they listening? Okay, so let's say they're picking us up. Let's say, okay,
Mhm.
so what? Now that they're picking us up, how would they? Why would they listen to us over
Well,
anybody else?
the thing is, only two of them, right?
Okay,
And there's like trillions of aliens,
okay.
and there's just pairs of aliens, and they're just assigned a podcast to listen.
Oh,
So it's not that we're special.
we're just their project.
Yeah, there's
Their
just
job.
so many of them that, of course, they stumble upon.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like it. All right. So, and we had that thing. So who's here with us today?
The
Born with the
alien,
controller.
the aliens.
And
Oh, it's just David.
okay.
Yep, yep.
And what are we potting about today?
I don't know if I like that term. Not about. Well, we're talking. There's alien talk, of course,
Alien talk.
and
All
then
right.
there's weekend talk,
Yep. Yep. I had a big weekend.
and whatever else pops up.
Indeed. All right. Let's jump into it.
Yeah.
So I just got back from conference, Youth Advisory Committee, Summer Leadership Conference. It was a mouthful. So they are trying to work on changing that. Don't know what to, but that's
They always say like Americans acronym everything, and that's true because you were
We
even
do.
talking about Yak and
Yep, Youth Advisory Committee and
Yeah.
Summer Leadership Conference, SLC. 2016, we always put a date to it.
well, I guess they say we acronym it so it's easier to sell,
True, true. And we try to connect it to an image or something.
easier to advertise. Yeah.
Yeah. So like there is the yak image is actually a yak. You know, it is
Of
one of
course.
those animals.
I bet this is so similar to Yikan. You know what that is?
Yeah, isn't that the thing where isn't it like an application or something where you can like post anonymously and a lot of people use it to do bad stuff?
You can. So now they even made handles similar to Twitter, and yeah, it's local though.
Yeah,
So it's
and
like
within your region.
yep,
Yeah.
and you upvote stuff and you downvote stuff, and it's like Reddit but local. I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but and then like I don't know, your point is to be like funny, I guess.
Okay,
Get
gotcha.
upvote.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's more of a comedic type of thing.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
like yep, exactly that.
I know a few years ago they did have when I was a student there was a big yik yak controversy at one of the conferences.
Oh, okay. Tell us more.
Like I don't remember really too much about it, but I do remember like they had to like urge that people don't go on Yik Yak, and they had to talk about it, and step outside of the conference and just address that situation. I think people were like saying, the N word, and we're singling out people, and these are yakkers, these are the leaders, and these are the special kids, and
Well,
that's just a sad thing.
definitely they're not special.
Well, they're anticipated to be special. To get to go to this conference, you have to do things.
Pay money.
Yeah, you have to pay money. You have to, well, or sometimes the conference pays for it. Your yak might pay for you, or whatever. Depends on what yak you go to. And you have to work in the organization. You have to help out the community, trade
So
stuff.
Yik Yak is just like controversy maker because we even had one here at Bay College. There was this girl, and she would just get bullied on it so hard. There was these people from this dorm, and it'd be like dorm 9, like, and I guess they really trashed their apartment, like busted in walls and like spray painted and stuff like that. And they would just post like rude things about this girl and stuff like
Stupid kids. There's always gonna be people like that.
that. I agree.
But anyway, so the conference in of itself was amazing. I was an advisor. so I got to go and be in charge of a bunch of kids. And we had a lot of fun. I didn't get much sleep though because uh, I was every night I was trying to post pictures and get things taken care of picture wise, so that I was using my smartphone like crazy.
Ooh, hit him up on social media.
Indeed. And then fell behind on that a little bit, so I'm gonna catch myself up today. But besides that, had to take care of the kids, and um, I just don't sleep like I used to. I used to sleep so good. Now I don't.
How many hours are you getting?
I'm getting like 4 to 6.
I got 6 last night, but I mean, like, I want more is always better.
Yeah, and they're not solid. I mean, I don't want to sleep more than 8 hours, but like my 4 hours, my 6 hours, they're not solid. I wake up like at hour two or something.
Why? Why?
Well, use the bathroom, have to get a drink of
Hmm.
water.
I know you're trying to like use your time efficiently, or like I gotta wake up early. I gotta wake up
Mhm.
early,
Mhm.
but you go to bed early.
Well, like 11 o'clock. I try to get up at like 6:30.
That's 7 hours.
Yeah, which is reasonable.
So
And then my catch up day is weekend.
how much does your mentor get? How many does he how many does he recommend?
He goes. We never really talk about sleeping, but
Hmm.
I know he goes to bed early and wakes up early.
I agree with definitely. I I'm finding I've quite a bit of time. I don't know more than I used to, and it's like, well, since I'm trying to lose weight, a little bit of weight, it's like as long as I don't eat something right now, then my time was productive. So I can watch a movie and I'm like, damn, that was a productive movie, baby. Yeah. And like, I don't know, I can stare at paint dry and be like, yeah, that was so productive. Oh my God. 0.2 less pounds. My hip, my arm on my hip, and I'm like, yeah, mm-hmm. But it's just the mindset. I was like, oh, I went to sleep early. That was productive. Because like, I don't know, weight loss is like, it can be a passive thing where like you achieve by just not. How weird, how many other things in life are that?
Not many.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like trying to brainstorm things like that. And I guess saving money, but you also have to work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's kind of not. It's not in the sense of spending it, but you do have to work for it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
No,
agree.
technically. I mean, there are scenarios in which you can not work and get lots of money and things like that. If you have lots of money, you know,
Make your
and
money make money.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
there's that type of stuff. But and it's kind of sad. I think it is getting better where like you can have less and less, and you could turn your less and less. Like it used to be, you had to have a lot of money to start turning that money into more money, and
Hmm.
not really have a problem with it. That is going down, like because of crowdfunding, because of crowd. Um,
Okay.
so like you can like invest in a business now. Like businesses would just go to different people, but now there's like applications and online websites and
But the
stuff
thing is,
where you could do stuff with crowds, which is
go
kind of cool, but kind of
like
risky.
those GoFundMe and stuff, or at least the ones I'm aware of, you're you're not investing in that. You're just
Well,
donating.
yeah, the
So from the point of view of, okay, from the point of view of the person running it, then yes, they don't have to have a lot of money, but the person donating, you are donating. Or there's perks, but yeah.
well, those are the more popular crowdfunding ones,
Hmm.
but there are some. It's a new market, but there's someone like one of the Shark Tank ladies
Yes.
is on the radio every once in a while about an application, about an app and a website and stuff,
So
where you can get loans. And I looked at the premise of how this thing happens, and it's not just a few rich people; it's a whole bunch of rich people and medium class people
mhm.
putting into this thing, and then like they get their percentages or whatever depending on what they put in, and through this whole thing they help business.
So I've done something similar, but you don't get to make a profit at the end. It's Kiva, or yeah, it's Kiva.org, and don't you borrow, you lend your money to someone else who's like starting this business type of thing,
Oh, yep,
and then like
I've heard about that.
every
John and Hank Green, and
yes, yep,
yeah, a whole bunch of people talking about that.
every month I get like $2.80 back. from this pizza place I like pumped $45 into because I'm like pizza, and his name's David. Yeah, and it was in Michigan. So I'm like, one day
Fantastic.
I might end up there and be like,
Eat his pizza.
yeah,
And then just pull out your phone and just show him, like,
yep, yeah,
bam, buddy.
yeah, dude.
I've
Does
helped
this
you
give me
out.
5% off or
Yeah,
something?
give me, and I mean, I can expect like a future like that where, because of how big crowdfunding and stuff is, if you just record like, hey, you helped out that person, or you save your receipt or whatever electronically, or you do screenshots. I love screenshots. So, there's certain ways that you can like record that you've done these actions and stuff like that. And like I could see in the future using that stuff as like, hey man, I'd help you out. What's up, dude? Like creating connections like immediately,
Okay.
like jumping barriers. And I can
Hmm.
just imagine a lot of craziness coming out of this type of stuff if you're smart about it. You never know. Like, John Green put it this way: like 18 years ago, a bike messenger was riding down, and he had to squeeze in between this very small area. And John was reading a book and standing there, and the bike messenger had no space, and his shoulder smashed into John Green's face, and he hit the ground, and he lost consciousness. And when he woke up, he saw the bike messenger was there, but as he decided to start getting up, the bike messenger left.
Okay.
And since those 18 years, Bike Messenger has no idea how central he has been to John Green's life.
Yeah.
Because John Green has had to have, like 20 dental surgeries.
Oh my God, what a
He's had to
dickhead.
fix so much in the last 20 years of his life because of this thing. And he doesn't hold it against this Bike Messenger guy. But this guy has no idea how central he is to the life of John Green, a very famous, popular guy.
So do you have a similar story where someone just fucked your shit and they don't even know, or like
Actually,
had a giant impact?
quite a few. I mean, this could go on and on.
Give us just one good one.
One good one. Goodness, now that's a hard thing. It's hard to decide what would be good, because there's some more there's some more personal things that like devastated me. May not. I'm trying to think of a comedic one.
I agree.
Nothing truly comedic that comes to mind. I mean,
Well,
there's probably a few stories.
Do the opposite end where it pissed you off.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of those. Well, I met this person at uh an event a few years ago, and they were like all nice in front of the face, all like, oh hey, what's up, stuff like that. And then I find out, like posting pictures and stuff, and they're having, like what was their version of like Snapchat stories and like meme type things, where they post a picture and then write stuff about the person. And I guess and the stuff was not really very nice. Like I don't remember exactly what he said, but it really hurt me.
Oh, they did it to you?
Yeah, they did it about me.
Oh.
Yeah, to like their friends and stuff, and it really hurt my feelings. Really made me mad. And this guy was like all nice to my face, but being a complete jerk behind my back and stuff.
I've had a similar experience, but it's like way less smaller scale. It was at a summer job, and we'd be driving a truck, and it's me and this girl, and she's driving, and I'm in the passenger seat. And then like I don't know how we started doing it, but like, so I would be like, wow, those lyrics are weird, or something like that. And then like I'd tell her my interpretation, and then she'd be like, what's this one mean, David? And I'd be like, well, it means this and this. And then that would go on, and she would ask me to keep telling her what they mean, and then later to a different person, she's like, oh, I hate being in the car with David. He's always telling us what the meaning of the music is. And I'm like, I just sat there. I'm just like, so you encourage behavior you don't like? How weird are you? Oh my God. Like, I wasn't mad. I was just so confused. Like, yeah. I was disappointed.
Like, since you brought up that story, I'm thinking back. The last one, it didn't really piss me off. I mean, it did a little bit because he pretended to be nice. Like, that really pissed me off. Like, if I don't see it, I really don't give a rat's ass at what you say about me or anything, I could really
So
care
as long
less.
as I mean behind
No,
your back, you don't mind?
as long as I don't know. I mean, like we're friends. I'd be a little
Okay.
bummed, but I guess if I don't, whatever, ignorance is bliss.
Mm-hmm.
What you don't know won't hurt you, type of thing. So, I mean, I assume probably lots of people have done that. Oh, most definitely a ton of people have done that. But in the end, I only care about myself, and I know like people have called me like brown noser or anything like that. Like, oh, I don't. I want to be successful. I like being friends with my teachers and my instructors, and
Okay.
you know, I want to make money. I want to be respected and stuff like that. And that's going to be my goal.
Mm-hmm.
And how I get there, I really don't care.
So you'll be on Hitler's team if it means you get respect and money. Sorry, Jews.
Well, no, but I get your analogy there. But one that like just legitimately pissed me off was kind of a John Green story, a little bit. I I was just walking, and this dude bumps into me, and I drop my phone. Now, it's
Mm-hmm.
not this phone, but
Okay.
I dropped an earlier phone. Um, I I guess you call it a dumbish phone.
Yep.
It's kind of you have the keyboard where you can
Yep.
do
And it
texting and stuff,
slides out
and
or
that
what?
didn't slide out
Oh,
anymore. And
okay.
I was like, and then I had to go get that fixed, and like that cost me money and
Mm-hmm.
cost me time, and like I wasn't able to use it for the rest of the event, and that pissed
Hmm.
me. And the dude didn't stop or anything, and I pick up my phone and he's gone. Like,
Right. That's escape.
geez Louise.
Hmm.
So that's been a straight piss off.
I mean, I cannot think of some piss off ones, but just like, I don't know, we were at, how do I,
Well, how about I let you think about that?
well, no, let me just go.
Oh,
You just stopped, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
I do have to actual SLC.
We're like 20 miles away from there, dude. They have forgotten. The aliens have forgotten.
Had
But
the great genius brain, so they forgot.
yeah, their brains in a jar. But so I was super shy at the summer camp, this religious summer camp that I went to with my friend, and we were at like this campfire type of thing, and there was raised steps or benches, I guess, like a stadium, but not the size of a stadium. And I was just sitting there like doing nothing, just kind of staring at the ground. And then some cute girl's like, "Why are you always staring at the ground?" And I'm like, because you're shy and you don't say
Yes,
anything.
I have a story like that too.
Oh, I have to go. Well,
Yeah.
there's all right, sure. Then we got on the bus and we never saw each other again.
Oh,
So I guess that's a good story where some stranger makes a memory and then you remember it and then you tell it to
yes,
other people.
anticlimactic ending, but yeah.
What more would you want? Your stories are he bumped me and then I never saw him again. That person was rude to me and I never saw him again. Mine was she said some words to me and I never saw her again. So I feel like you're awful judgy.
I'm not judgy. Just making observations.
Well, I'm not sure there's a difference. Okay, my definition of judgy.
Okay, all right.
You're very observersible. You're making quite a few observations.
Yes, indeed. But that is how do I put this? One of my character traits. Like I do like to observe and then mention what I'm observing and hearing and stuff to the people that I'm observing.
I do appreciate talking about shared experiences, especially as they're happening. But then, like that, you saying that reminded me of my dad, who's like, will say something just to piss everyone off, and he's like, "That's just who I am," and like, I can't help it that I'm pissing you off. It's just me. And we're just like, he's balled himself up into a corner, and like can't do anything at that point when he says like, "It's just me." Like
You can't. He
there's no win
forces
there.
you guys to lose
Not even lose. It's just like,
a stalemate.
yeah, or like, I'm no longer interested in even
Yeah,
talking.
yeah. Let's move on from this.
Have you ever read like, there's that book about pigs and animals, Animal Farm? You ever read that?
Yes, in high school. I don't remember much about it.
There's this the evil pig or whatever. The evil character uses these geese to like change the subject. They like quack and say like, I don't know, they chant something and that probably just wipes the subject away.
It is. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Agree with that.
but yeah,
Yeah, it's a thing to kind of end that.
yep.
Yeah. Maybe that's probably why he says it too. I mean, that might be why I say it.
He's not that smart of a thinker guy.
Gotcha. Moving on. So you were talking about a cute girl story, so I might as well say one.
Sure.
Even her out. So going to these conferences for the last few years, there's this one person that would always like single me out, Steven, 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 and
Ooh.
last year hugs and
What about this year?
this year hugs and just a whole bunch of comments and
Was this
like
the thing you just went to?
yeah. So
Nice.
because of how busy I was as an advisor, I was away doing
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
And so, just, I snapped some pictures of them as the group and whatever, and, asked them about how their day was and stuff when I had the chance. But, you know, being in charge, adulting is hard, dude.
Mm.
But anyway, so I was going through all that stuff, and on my way back from conference, like just out of the blue, she talks and talks and talks, and I'm tired. I just woke up, and I don't have the mind to like deal with that. And I'm trying to just talk to my yacker and just be like, we have to do this and this. What do you think about this? Things like that. And
Mhm.
she's like, Steven, 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 and taking videos and taking a whole
How
bunch
old
of
is she?
pictures and
Younger than
2 years.
you?
Yeah, 2 years younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some girl who likes
More like adoration.
your sister type.
Yeah, brother sister type
Mhm.
thing. So, but she's like, "Am I your favorite?" And like, no, like,
You
because
say that?
yes. First of
Rude
all,
boy.
first of all, I said that because I had my yacker right next to me.
Mhm.
So I mean, obviously, I can't say yes or no, no matter what the truth is. I
Okay.
can't pick someone else
You have to
over
pick
my
an
own people.
outlandish
I have to
answer.
pick my people. So when you force me a yes or no, in that scenario, I was like, oh, Jesus. And she wasn't, and she didn't stop. I was like, no. And then she redefined her terms, like, am I
Yeah?
your favorite from my yacker?
Ooh, good
Like,
on
I'm like,
her. No, sir.
yeah, maybe, maybe.
No one else from here is around me. Yes.
But there were other people around, so then I
Oh.
had to be like a maybe type of thing. Sure, maybe, you know.
Was it close?
Yeah,
Splitting
I've
hairs.
known you for a few years, so maybe, yeah.
Hmm.
But that's just, it's just, women are confusing, dude.
I hear you.
Preaching to the choir, hey.
Or I don't know. Definitely.
And
There's
each
too
one's different.
many.
Yeah.
Yes. But my
But like, I just finished the what I think why that person probably did all that stuff was probably because she just wanted to seem special from with her friends and stuff.
sure.
Like, kind of group. She wanted to be the head of the group type of thing, you know. And she's picking up, since I was an advisor adult
Mhm.
person, just trying to just single herself,
She's
out,
you. She's you. Mr. Brown knows what I want. Respect and money. And I don't care how I get it.
Indeed. Indeed.
That's
Yep.
what- in my mind, you'd slap her 5. Like, yeah, baby. You slap.
With that explanation, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
You're figuring it out. I
Yeah.
still remember you.
2 thumbs up, 5
Yeah.
thumbs up, as many
I
as I
still
got.
remember you. And there you go. That's how you succeed in this world, being memorable. No matter how necessarily you work to actually try to be remembered. That's how you succeed. If somebody remembers. On that,
Is that your definition of success?
to me, yeah, because being memorable, and rich and powerful people and
5 minute
stuff.
warning.
Rich and powerful people, if they can remember you, that's awesome. If your boss can, like you have a whole bunch of employees you're working for, and if your boss can remember you, that's a leg up.
I suppose.
So,
Yep.
And if people, your employees, that they can remember you, and you need to be that memorable face, So you be very extroverty, and it used to be an introvert, so I'm working very hard to be extroverty.
Definitely, I totally am, depending on the situation. Because, like, I don't know. Even in the room we're in right now, I had to go on that computer for work. And there was some dude in here. I was like, he's gone. I don't want to have to ask him if he's like going to use that computer or anything. I don't want to bug him. Like, I'll do that all the time. But if the situation calls for it, or if I can get myself into that mindset.
And that's a big thing, like realizing mindsets, trying to realize, like how you need how you should go about this is important.
And it's also, I'm a slave that I say I'm a slave to expectations, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'll, that pretty much just means I'll like
That what people think about you.
fit the build of the situation. Like if we're hanging out at a party, but numbers of people also matter to me.
I agree. I
I'm
agree.
mhm.
And it matters like how lengthy it is, because like if it's short, I might just sit in my own thing and wait until it's over. Like if I know I only have to be there for an hour or so.
Well, like I think I stopped talking so much when there's 5 people in the group, and that's including me. I'll just kind of like proceed
Mm.
because then like I don't know. There's too much now.
Mm. For me, it's all about like time to adjust. That's a big thing. Hearing what other people have to say first, type of thing. Like I'm very reluctant to be the first one in many scenarios, unless I've been there for a long time. Like for classes, and I know the classmates, and I know what I'm doing, and then we have to present at the end. Of course, I want to present first. But in a scenario where like we're talking about a subject, I don't want to be the first to talk about it, especially if I just met you. But like at conference, like over the course of a conference that I go to, day one I'm a little bit more shy and kind of sticking to the people I know, and day two and day three, then I start kind of, and by near the end, then I'm like all ready for the thing. So I'm working hard to try to be earlier in that sense. But like an example, so, like my second day, we had a whole bunch of sessions with all the advisors. And like each time we'd go into the room with a big circle of chairs for all of us,
Okay.
I would sit in a different area and sit with new people.
Mm-hmm.
Day one, I didn't do that. But day two, I was willing and able to do that. And, I met a whole bunch of different people. And it's all about like learning ideas and learning from them and learning about their stories and stuff.
Right.
So that's really a big part of why I wanted to do that. And it was still a little bit of a challenge to,
But
get through that.
how do you do that?
Well, I'm just going. Like because everyone kind of just filters in and sits in their own spot. Then I just pick an open seat, and I'm like, oh, I haven't met you guys yet. Bam.
See, yeah, and then but also you're at a place where it's understood that that's going to happen.
True.
So
To an extent,
you're meeting this situation.
there's still a lot of adults that will sit in their own area, and they sit in the same spot, and they sit with their same people too.
Well, I mean, like in my mind, that sounds like you're meeting the expectations of the situation. I don't know if it's a different way to look at it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
But like, I wouldn't be able to do that on my first day. Like my first day, I need to kind of get my bearings. For an entry period.
Oh.
And for an entry period of time, I need to get my bearings to party and stuff.
So, for me, it's different. Probably like day one is like day two is gonna be like day one. It's gonna just repeat.
Oh.
Like an example is some dude at my other job. He doesn't do this anymore, but he would vape inside. Like we're in a building in a room, and he'll just vape in there. And since I didn't call him out the first time I noticed, did not call him out. Now you can't. because then you just get used to it, and it's like, I don't know, you just adjust. So like, if you're super quiet day one, or if I'm super quiet day one, like I have to, for myself, I have to decide what I want to be and do that at the start.
Hmm. Get you. And we are out
Yeah.
of time, hey?
Yeah, man, that's it.
Okay, so before we end, what did we learn today?
Are you not going to tell us? Because you just don't offer up
Okay,
meat.
well, what did we learn today? Okay, so I'll go first. So we learned that there are 2 aliens listening to us, telling stories, probably about us. So
They're the ones
that's
telling
cool.
the stories, or we're.
They're gonna probably tell stories about this awesome podcast.
That's awful. That's something.
Well, that's what a podcast is for. So come on, they got to do their job. They got to do their job.
Are you saying? I don't know if I agree with the purpose of the podcast. I'm not sure what the purpose is. I'm not sure yet. Only podcast too.
I got okay. All right, so now,
What did I learn?
yeah,
He wants respect, money.
that's true. And I learned that this podcast is awesome. Thanks for joining.